So it's yet again time for another edition of the top Android apps, this time for the month of March. So without further ado, let's get started. So if you're wondering what on earth that moving particle wallpaper is, well, that is our first app on the list today, and it's called Particle Constellations. This is a really simple application that lets you set a live moving background with floating particles as the wallpaper of your smartphone, and it really does produce a unique and visually stunning look. The app itself is very simple. You basically launch straight into the customization settings, and you can change everything from the colors of the particles to the background color, the dot and line sizes, as well as how fast the particles are moving, just to name a few of the settings. And from there, you simply preview and set the wallpaper and you're done. It looks awesome, it's super easy to set up, and it's an application worth checking out. Most of us no doubt use a digital calendar of some sort to organize upcoming events and happenings in our lives. An agenda widget is a really nice way to have all of this information permanently on our home screens for quick access. So there's two different widgets to choose from: the agenda view, which displays all of your upcoming events, and then the calendar view, which simply shows you your calendar, and both link straight to whichever calendar you're using, so Google, Facebook, or Exchange. There's also a wide range of customization options available as well to really make the widgets look exactly how you want them to. And so if you're someone who likes having quick access to seeing your calendar and any upcoming events you have on, then this app is definitely worth checking out. Glasswire is a really useful application that lets you monitor your mobile data usage, data limits, and your Wi-Fi internet activity in real time so you can see what's hogging up your internet usage. So the app itself is really well designed. It's crazy to think that an app as technical as this can look so good, but it does, and it makes the monitoring process really easy. So with the app open, you can visually see as each app pops in and out of view, meaning they're using internet activity for one reason or another. And you can also see to the right the amount of data they're using up. This means if you feel like your data usage has just been blown out of the water, you can jump right into Glasswire and figure out exactly what it was. You can also select and go back in time to really pinpoint specific times to figure out what's been chewing up your internet activity. And so if you're someone in need of managing your data limits and usage, then this application is a must. Chile Snow is the first of two really simple yet addictive games on this list today. And for me, simple is always best when it comes to smartphone games. The concept for Chile Snow really couldn't get much simpler. All you do is slide down the endless powder of snow. Now, obviously that's not all you do. You also need to avoid hitting the trees, and the further you slide, the more points you gain. Now, the catch is that the closer you get to the trees without hitting them, the quicker your points grow, and so the game is all about striking that balance between safety and reward. It's a super addictive game, so be warned. And then we have Reply, which is an application designed by Google, currently in beta and also not yet available on the Play Store, so I have the URL to the APK download below. So this application actually enables a feature that Google is testing, which ports Allo's smart reply messaging feature over to a wide range of other applications. If you're unfamiliar with the Allo feature, it basically gives you a range of auto smart replies whenever anyone sends you a message, and it sounds somewhat risky and potentially unhelpful, but the replies themselves are actually fairly intuitive and useful, and they can also end up resembling quite accurately the way you'd probably construct your own reply. So now with Reply, we have access to this same feature, but in third-party messaging apps as well. It works with Textra SMS and Android messages, as well as WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, and Twitter DMs, and it does seem as though it will work in just about most other major messaging applications, but this is something that you'll need to test yourself. It is important to recognize that it is still being tested, hence why it's not available on the Play Store yet, so some features are not going to be super reliable, but I always think it's worthwhile checking out the apps Google is testing, and this one seems to be a pretty promising one. AlwaysOn AMOLED is a fairly old school application now. It's been around for a while, but it's one of those apps that can be really useful and help improve the functionality of a smartphone. The idea of an always-on feature is to provide users with information, whether that be a clock or a calendar or even notifications, without having to touch the phone. The reason it can do this without using much battery is that it only uses a small amount of an AMOLED display's pixels, which means it can pretty much sit actively on your phone screen all day for quick access to that information. So lots of devices these days tend to already include this feature in their own software, but they are often fairly limited in what they can display and in the way that they look. That's why Always-On AMOLED is something worthwhile checking out, because the level of customization is extensive and you can really dial in the way you want this feature to look on your smartphone. So regardless of whether or not you already have this feature on your phone, I definitely recommend checking this app out for the customization alone. Minimo icon pack is a super clean, minimalistic icon pack that I think will definitely suit just about any setup you use them in. Now they've got this modern yet slightly vintage design to them, but what I really like about this icon pack is that just about each and every icon is incredibly unique and distinct from most other icon packs available on the Play Store, but without being these crazy in-your-face, over-the-top icons. They still blend in, but they're unique, which is what makes them great. As of the making of this video, the icon pack currently has over 900 custom icons, so a nice level of depth there, and the app itself is free, so I definitely recommend downloading this app and seeing how these icons look in your current setup. Skritter is a really well-designed note-taking app that doesn't aim to overload you with a bunch of unnecessary features that you'd never use. The overall UI is simple and makes taking notes and categorizing them quick and easy. You simply add the note, select the category, and you're done. If that's as far as you want to take this app, then so be it, but there are some really useful additional features included as well. So once you've created a note, you can set it to sit in your notification drawer, which is super handy for things like shopping or to-do lists, and once you're finished, you simply swipe it away. You can also password protect notes as well as set up a fingerprint authentication, which means you can ensure your notes are secure. But aside from that, the app is just well crafted and designed, easy to use, and definitely worth checking out. And to round off the list today, we have Dunk-A-Lot, a crazy simple game, yet again, so darn addictive. This game is all about trying to navigate a falling basketball into the blue basketball hoops by tapping on either side of the screen, all the while ensuring you don't hit any of the pink obstacles. For every dunk, you score a point, but the obstacles are ever changing and the ball is moving fast. It's one of those games where you can't really get into a rhythm, which makes it all the more challenging and addictive. It's got great visuals and sound effects to go with, so if you're looking to kill some time, then this just might be the game to help you do so. And that is it for this episode. As always, each and every application that I've talked about will be included as links down in the notes below, so make sure you go and check them out. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, or perhaps go one further and hit subscribe, and make sure you hit that little bell icon so you're notified each time that I release a new video. But that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you later.